Hi friends, I'm Miss Simpson and today I'm going to be reading you a fiction book called Spoon by Amy Krouse Rosenthal. Before we begin, let's do a quick story walk. You might also have heard of this called a picture walk. This is where you're going to just go through the book quickly, look at the pictures, try to come up with any predictions or see what you think the book is going to be about. You might form some questions. All right, so from that quick little story walk we just did, what do you guys predict or think is going to happen in this book? All right, let's find out and see if you guys are right. This is Spoon. This is Spoon's family. On Sundays, Spoon goes to visit his Aunt Silver. He has to be on his very best behavior there. She's very fancy and proper. Goodbye, darling. Ta-ta. At bedtime, Spoon likes to hear the story about his adventurous great-grandmother who fell in love with a dish and ran off to a distant land. Do you guys like to listen to stories at bedtime? Lately, though, Spoon has been feeling blue. What's wrong? Asked his mother. You look a bit bent out of shape. Oh no, so Spoon has been feeling blue. Feeling blue is an idiom, and it means to feel sad or down. Why do you think Spoon is feeling sad? Nothing, mumbled Spoon. It's just that, I don't know. All of my friends have it so much better than me. Like Knife. Knife is so lucky. He gets to cut. He gets to spread. I never get to cut or spread. Yes, Knife is pretty spiffy that way, isn't he? And Fork. Fork is so lucky. She gets to go practically everywhere. I bet she never goes stir crazy like I do. Fork does get out and make herself useful, doesn't she? And Chopsticks. They are so lucky. Everyone thinks they're really cool and exotic, but no one thinks I'm cool or exotic. Those chopsticks are something else, aren't they? Meanwhile, if only Spoon knew what his friends were saying at that very minute. Spoon is so lucky, said Knife. He's so fun and easygoing. Everyone's so serious with me. No one's ever allowed to be silly with me like they are with Spoon. Spoon is so lucky, said Fork. He gets to go measure stuff. No one ever does that with me. Spoon is so lucky, said Chopsticks. He can go places by himself. We can never function apart. That night after bedtime stories, Spoon's mom turned off the light, tucked him in, and said, You know, Spoon, I wonder if you realize just how lucky you are. Your friends will never know the joy of diving head first into a bowl of ice cream. They'll never know what it feels like to clink against the side of a cereal bowl, and they'll never be able to twirl around in a mug or relax in a hot cup of tea. Spoon hadn't thought of it that way before. He lay awake in bed for a long time. His mind was racing. He felt so alive. There was only one thing to do. I can't sleep. Come snuggle. Come Spoon. And so he did. Okay, so why was Spoon feeling blue? Right, Spoon was jealous of all the things that his friends could do that he couldn't do. So let's go back and revisit the text and see what the things were that he said his friends could do. He said, knife gets to cut and he gets to spread. He said that fork gets to go everywhere. And he said that chopsticks are really cool and exotic. So one of the main focuses on this book is perspective, which is how you see something. So at first, Spoon was very sad because he thought that his friends could do all these things that he couldn't do. But then when he looked at it at a different way and changed his perspective, he saw that his friends might feel the same way because he can do things that his friends couldn't do, and he never thought about it like that before, and that made him feel a lot better. So sometimes it is good to try and look at things from a different perspective. So now, I want you guys to think about and talk with your parents, how are you special and unique just like Spoon?